Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for another episode of Total Ramblings. Got a bit of an unboxing today. I know what's in here, and this was kindly bought for me by my wife. I was visiting my wife in the hospital last week, and I randomly stumbled. I was just browsing eBay while we were sat having a cup of tea. Well, she was having a cup of tea, I was having a lemonade, and I found this with like 15 minutes to go, and I was bidding on one of these a couple of weeks ago, but I lost it. It's another classic space Lego set. What's this here? Random bits of paper used as packing. Yeah, I'll just put those into the old bin. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this very old box here. Can't even remember what set number it is because it's actually covered over by this price sticker here. Look at this, 21st of April 1980. Wow. So today, as I record this, it's the 19th of April 2025. So this is 45 years old, nearly to the day since this price was put on it. It was £2.35. And as you can see, we have a box. Not a perfect box, but it's a box nonetheless. And with some more paper inside, just an envelope there to keep it packed out. But it's not just a box, and it's not just random bits of paper either. Excuse me while I just dispose of these random bits of paper. It is set 894. Here are the destructions, as we've seen before with Lego Classic Space. Very, very simple instructions printed on one sheet of paper, double-sided, but in full colour, absolutely full, glorious colour. And here are the pieces. Nothing else in that box there. I'm going to build it with you right now. Like I say, I was bidding on one of these a couple of weeks ago, and I lost it at the last minute. This one I wasn't expecting to win it. There's our classic spaceman in white. So the gold has disappeared from his logo, but his legs are one leg's a little bit looser than the other, but he's pretty good. His helmet's nice and tight on there. It's not broken. He's in pretty good shape, I think. So we are going to build this. I don't have my usual tray of Lego building because it's currently full of classic space Lego as at the time of recording this. So I'm just going to put this together. I don't think this will take very long at all. I didn't know how it was going to come. I didn't know if it was going to come pre-built. I had no idea, but it hasn't. So that's good. It's fun to build it. It also means I know all the pieces. And I've got to say, the pieces here are in excellent, excellent condition. Very good condition indeed. Okay, so we're going to put that there, and then bear with me. What am I looking for? Looking for a 1x4 plate, which doesn't seem to be here. Ah, hang on. That's the wrong way round. That's a good start, isn't it? Yeah, you get all the mistakes here on Total Ramblings as well. Look, there's two different types of wheel arch. You see, one has a smooth top and one has studs on top. And it's important, Andrew, to pay attention to which ones you're being asked to put places. Very important, in fact. Let me just jump ahead because I think we might have some parts substitution here. I just want to double check something. So I'm going to build this in a slightly random order. Where's the other wheel? There it is. It's fallen down there. Okay, and then we have, yes, we need, that goes on there. And then that goes on there. And we build this kind of side section. That goes on there. So it's interesting, right? These instructions here, look, you see you've got these bits are kind of floating until you lock them in place, which you just wouldn't get on a modern set of Lego instructions. They would, you know, the pieces would be mounted to something. They wouldn't be kind of sitting and floating sort of loose. It's a totally different way of building a set and doing instructions. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think what's happened is, instead of, and it's fine, I'm not complaining, instead of 1x4 grey plates, what I've been given here are multiple 1x2 plates, I think. I think that's what's happened, because look, so basically here, right? So we start off with this bit here, 1x4 plate, and then another 1x4 plate. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not, no, sorry, ignore me, I'm being dim. There you go. See, I'm not going to cut this, you're going to get all the mistakes. There you go. They just haven't taken those apart. They're actually there. They're there. It's fine. So, just to show you that this stuff is not scripted. And yet again, because I'm in a rush and I haven't paid attention, I've put the wrong arch bit on there. Yet again, the same mistake again. Andrew, you really should pay attention. And it seems that we have a bit of a hypergravity problem today. A hypergravity problem in that pieces are just randomly falling on the floor. It's weird, right? Lego seems to have this weird kind of energy to it, where the slightest imposition of energy will flick stuff miles away. I reckon we should build actual proper starships or cars made of this stuff, because basically it just I've done this wrong again. I've done it wrong again. That doesn't go on there yet. That does not go on there yet. Does not go on there yet. Such an idiot. That goes on there. Yes. Then that goes on there. No, that is the one on there. That's fine. Yes, yes, yes. That goes on there. Then we have one of these. Then we have two of these, and one of these there. Don't know why I'm doing this cod accent. Must be terribly offensive to some people. I'm very sorry. I am not Mexican, obviously. Okay, now we can put that on there. There we go, our classic space computer console piece. Okay, now that goes on there and that goes on there, and you see we have hingy parts here, right? Time to turn over the instructions, which is very exciting, being able to turn over the instructions. See, there we go, hypergravity working again. And what tends to happen is the stuff goes on the floor and it travels for miles and miles and miles. It goes miles and miles and miles, and I don't know where it's getting the energy from. It's basically an infinite source of energy. Lego is an infinite source of energy, ladies and gentlemen. Nice gold classic space logo there, and on that one, not scratched at all. This set is in excellent condition for its age. Excellent condition. I'm pretty certain this was a set that I had as a child, and as you will know, I am trying to get all the sets I had as a child, and like one or two that I didn't, but I'm stopping at a certain point. I'm not going for all classic space. There is kind of like a date by which I will be stopping, so I'm not going to be getting any sort of from after my era, if you like, because they have no nostalgic meaning for me, really. I mean, I'm sure they're very nice sets, but the sets I'm interested in are these ones, are the ones that I had, or the couple that I didn't have from around the same era. But as I say, I'm not going really beyond that era. Okay, so there it is. That's rolled off. That rolled off quietly and silently, looking to hide itself, possibly inside the gullet of one of my cats. Because that's what happens. Yeah, that's not the right way around, is it? But that won't go in there. I must go like that then. It goes that way. Because I'm not paying attention. Because I'm in a rush. Because... no, it doesn't go on there either. What have I missed? What have I done wrong here? What have I done wrong here? How? Oh, I see what I've done wrong here. I see what I've done wrong here. Do. There we go. That goes actually on like that. These white pieces here, sorry, not white, these clear pieces, I think are quite rare to find these days. But as I say, these are in excellent condition. Now then, we have here is we have our radar dish. I'm going to clip that onto there. Oops. No, not going to clip that onto there yet. Bear with me. That's quite tight on there. Not as tight as it could be, but I'm not going to complain. Right, let's build this little trailer here. So that piece goes there. Then we have that piece there. Then we have, see the amount of energy that just generated all by itself. That goes on there, and then that goes on there, and then we have, see, again, hypergravity, ladles and jelly spoons, hypergravity. That goes on there. That's our little trailer with the radar dish thingy, which, although it can't actually sit up by itself. And there we go. We are complete after several attempts by pieces to escape. So there we go. It's like a little surveyor. This back section opens and our guy can stand or sit in here, albeit it won't close with him in there, I don't think. Let's have a try. I don't think it will, but let's try it anyway, because yeah, see, look, it jams on his head. So that won't happen. But he can stand or sit and do his work and it's like a surveying machine, I guess. We are kind of surveying the lunar surface, and then this, I guess, is reporting back to base what it's finding. There we go. There we go, everybody. Lego set 897, £2.35. Now this cost me just over £32 on eBay, which I thought wasn't too bad. Sorry, not 897, 894. There we go, set 894. There we go, £2.35. 45 years later, and it's built, and this will join my Lego moon base. And I've just realised that I'm missing this piece here. There we go. There's that bit on the end. Some sort of focusing crystal, one would assume, for the signal. I don't know. But that bit also rolled off and tried to escape. There we go. All the pieces are safe. Hope you've enjoyed sitting with me, watching me incompetently build a 45-year-old Lego set in probably twice the amount of time it should have taken. I'm getting old. I'm only slightly older than this set, to be honest with you. I was 9 years old. Well, I hadn't even hit my 9th birthday on this particular date. So I was 8. I was 8 and just under 8 and 9 and 0.9 months old. There you go. That's precise for you. My birthday is June the 27th, by the way, if anyone wants to buy me a present. There you go. Right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Total Ramblings. Please join me for the next one, where I'll be talking about some more unadulterated absolute rubbish. 1979 is the date on the box here. Yes, so I'm done. Thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe, share, comment, abuse me, whatever the frig you want. I don't care. Have a nice time. Bye.